machine, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And let me run my liner, so because over here, and then you can actually set up this machine. It has like a button for a liner and a button for a shader, and it will show you exactly how your machine is running. This is how I have my machine running. Like I said before, you know, it's not just about how you have your machine set up, but so this is actually how I have my machine right now. And right now my machine is running in a 114 to 120 speed, duty cycle 48 to 49. Sometimes it goes up to 50. The ideal thing is to have your machine tune up where it runs around 50 duty cycle speed. That's actually a good speed right there. No lower than 109, I will say 100. And for a liner, and the voltage depends on what you have. You can actually pump up the voltage a little bit, bring it up to 105. By doing that, you're gonna speed your machine, and then the duty cycle is gonna go a little bit higher. And you know, like I said before, some people, they just by filling of it, by the fill of it, that's how they're gonna run their machines. Actually, this is a shader, not a liner. They take that back. This is my shader. And over here, the cool thing is that you can just by pressing over here, you change your settings, and then you can, by pressing on it, it will save the setting that you have. For instance, for this machine, if I wanted to run a little bit higher on voltage and I have it set up as a shader, just by pressing on that, it's gonna save it, and it's not gonna change it. And then when I change to my liner, I just press over here. Last time I was using it at 7.7 voltage, and switch to my liner, and that's how it's gonna run. It's running at 138 and 54 duty cycle. So that's a little bit too high, but you have to have something you have to consider something also, that this machine right now is unloaded. So you need to load your machine, and then everything is gonna go a little bit lower. Like what's 140 is probably gonna drop to 120 or 1 something. Duty cycle is probably gonna stay about around the same. Because you have to remember, the armature bar now is gonna have to be holding the needle, plus it's gonna have the tension from your rubber bands. Okay, so maybe later on I'll show you something, one machine, actually something that is actually fully loaded. Right now I'm not set up for that, so I cannot actually load it for you, but a later video I'm gonna do that for you. And that's basically what I wanted to show you, the difference between using one power supply that doesn't have any readings, and then that you will know exactly how your machine is running. And the cool thing also about versus one that like this, you know, that is telling you exactly how your machine is running, the voltage, the speed, and the duty cycle. And a lot of information out there right now in tuning machines, they're actually telling you all this information. They tell you about the speed of the machine, the duty cycle, because in reality, you have to, if you buy books or whatever, they have to mention that, because they cannot just tell this is how you're supposed to feel it. And you know, because there is no way you can read the feeling of your machine, how it runs, and you know against your palm, and how much it bounces back, and how what's supposed to feel like. A lot of, like I said before, a lot of pros, that's how they set up their machines, how they test their machines, by the sound of it too, and that's actually pretty cool, that they do that. They don't have to rely on any speed, by looking at the speed, looking at the duty cycle or the voltage. They just go by what they're looking at, what they're feeling, and what they're hearing. So actually, that's actually pretty good. If you are able to learn that, that's awesome, because you don't require one of these power supplies, which I think they're pretty cool anyways. So let me press on this. So let's say if you're working on a low piece, and then you don't need to, you don't So it makes you actually makes you relax your foot, because you don't have to be pressing all the time. So what you do, you just press on this, and then hold my liner like that, and all of a sudden what you're gonna see is gonna change, and it's gonna hold it like that, and it's gonna stay like that. I don't have to be pressing on the pedal, because it's just running like that, and then I just tapping once, and it will go away. All right, so this basically what I wanted to show you on this video on, you know, digital power supplies versus the old type that doesn't have any a screen that will tell you anything about your machine, how it's running. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.